So if you've ordered one of these 3-tier fountains, as I have done and had enjoyed quite a bit in the past, you may have had a problem with the fact that their hose that they include with the fountain is not sturdy enough, and the hose bursts or does not last very long at all. All right. I've had the same problem. So this is actually the second fountain that I've had purchased, and the fountain is the same, everything's great, but with the initial or the original fountain that we had purchased, the hose that was included with it was much more sturdy and much more capable of withstanding high pressure. Here is a piece of the original hose with my very first fountain that I purchased, and you can see that it's discolored because it's so old, but you can see right here that it's very firm and sturdy. I'm pulling on it right here, and this hose lasted a long time. All right, so with the second fountain that I purchased, a much more inferior hose, and I had to actually cut off what I had left of my original hose and use it. So I used my original hose for quite a while, and it finally sprang a leak, eventually dry rotted and sprang a leak. And I cut it off, and you can see why this piece is so short. I was actually using this until it finally gave way. But I had this for, well over 5-6 years using this piece of hose. All right. So I finally decided to try to order a replacement piece, and this is what I got here. This is what they have on Amazon. I ordered this. I was encouraged initially by what I saw that it was perhaps a better design than the hose that came with the second fountain that I purchased. The reason I was encouraged is this is a close-up look at it right here. There's no seams on the side, so it's one continuous piece. The other hose actually had these seams on the side, and it was fused together, and the fusing together on the sides, it easily split apart. So I was encouraged at first. I ran this overnight, and it worked overnight, but when I had to readjust it that morning, I noticed that the hose had actually expanded and stretched out. You can see how it looks all stretched out. See how wide it is here. And then eventually I was cutting the grass the very next morning while I was relaxing from cutting the grass. Then this happened. It split and burst, and it didn't last. So very discouraging, because we like our fountain and we want to use it, but what are we going to do for a hose? So my only solution that we could find to try to figure out is this discharge hose. And you can see this discharge hose is significantly stronger. This is a 1.5-inch discharge hose. And, if I could have found a smaller one, I would have probably preferred that. I probably would have preferred a 1-inch discharge hose. This is a 1.5. You can see that this is like real sturdy. This is not gonna split apart clearly, but it's also not going to be able to withstand this little clamp right here intended that came with the pool. This little clamp is not going to hold this big heavy duty hose on. So I had to buy a couple of new metal clamps. You can see that I have right here. Using metal in the pool with the chlorine is not ideal, obviously. I'm going to have to monitor the clamps, and change them perhaps, frequently as they begin to rust, and putting rust into the pool. It's 2 small clamps. It's not ideal, obviously, but in order to use the fountain, this is the only solution that we could come up with. So what we're going to try to do today, we haven't hooked this up to see if it'll work. I'm going to get my other clamp. I'm going to try to get this in the pool. We're going to try to get the fountain going. So we're going to see if it works. So the pool motor is turned off, and I've got my metal clamp here, flathead screwdriver. Go ahead and get the fountain in here. So the hose is definitely sturdy. Look at that, I can actually push the fountain out because the hose is so sturdy. Couldn't do that with the other ones, that's for sure. We'll hope this works. I'm concerned about the fold that we're having to do to make this connect on the bottom there. We're going to have to fold it on the side in here too. So that is about out in the middle, but also a little spare because remember the hose is going to be on the bottom of the pool, so this is going to be running on the bottom. Now, another problem with this hose, obviously, it's not clear like the other ones are white, so we're definitely going to be able to see this, but you know, I don't have another solution, so this is the best we could come up with. Tried several different things, so I'm trying to get this to work. Hopefully, if this works, this can help you guys. Got the weight on there. We've got the new discharge hose on here connected. I feel like it's trying to. So there's a lot of pressure. Oh, there it comes. There it's coming. Gotta be patient. I don't want it to pop off. Coming out a little bit. I'm try to push it out and help that water flow. Right. Okay. It looks like I may have cut it maybe a little shorter, but it's still working. All right. Everything's working right now. Fountain's going with the discharge hose on it. I had to reattach the discharge hose. It popped off. I had to get that initial stream of water going through the hose. The fountain is working as it's supposed to. Here's what the hose looks like underwater. There's where I secured it right there. You can see what I was talking about with the little holes on the side. So I got it covering the bottom hole on both sides. Over there, get a better look at it. So here is what's going on here. It's turned a little bit. Oh look, it's dropped. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can turn it down straight a little bit. So the crease seems to be working. Crease seems to be working. Crease in the discharge hose. For now, everything's working. This would be nice to have this going when my wife gets home today from work. She really liked the fountain. So if this works, I'm just going to have to monitor the metal on the hoses and maybe replace that periodically to try to keep that metal and rust out of the pool as best as I can. If you have another solution to this problem, please make a comment. Please make a comment. And if this helps you, also make a comment. So the fountain is on. Benefits of the fountain, remember, it helps to cool the water off. It does help to cool the water off. So if your water is really hot, you run the fountain, the water is blessed to run the fountain at night, in particular, where the air is cooler at night. It will definitely cool your water temperature off. I will put a link in the description to a discharge hose and clamps that I used to fix this. Also put a link in the description to a fountain if you don't have one. I'll put a link to the fountain. I'll put a link to this discharge hose and the metal clamps. that you would need to do it like this. Maybe if you buy the fountain for the first time, maybe you won't have the problem. Maybe you won't have the same problem. Maybe your motor is a less powerful one. I have a 1.5 horsepower motor back here, and it blasted through those other hoses. I really don't think that motor is going to blast through this sturdy discharge hose. I would be highly surprised. So for now, we may have a solution. If you have an above ground pool, or maybe even a regular pool, there may be something I've done that can help you. All kinds of above ground pool related videos on my channel to help people. I don't know all the answers, but I'm not afraid to try and put my efforts out there for people to see and critique.